I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees for Monday, January 6th. Let the record reflect that it's 6:35. If you can take the roll call.
Trustee Denton?
Present.
Trustee Steve?
Present.
Trustee House?
Present.
Trustee Brown?
Present.
Trustee Holmes?
Present.
Trustee Henry?
Present.
All the members of the board here, we have a quorum. If we can stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you will remain standing, I ask that Superintendent Stacy lead us in prayer tonight.
Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year's to you. Dear Lord, please look over this meeting. Let's make it a safe and happy meeting. Bless everybody up front here, the mayor, trustees, all of you. Let's have a quick meeting. Amen.
Amen. I like that one, Matt. Happy meeting.
I like that one.
Okay. Any general announcements?
Yes, I have two.
Do you have any, Madam Clerk?
No, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, Trustee.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year's. May you all have a positive, uplifting year. First, I want to say thank you guys for donating to the toy and wig and clothing drive. It was a huge success. You basically helped the residents. A lot of people walked away with bags. When I say bags, big black bags of clothes, shoes, toys, you name it. They was all happy. People was in tears, literally. So I just want to give a big shout out and a big thanks to my residents that donated all the items. Any of my Facebook followers, thank you, thank you, thank you. Second but not last, I want to give a special thanks to Chicago Lineup. I was honored at the end of the year, basically for all my hard work and dedication to my village here in Dolton. So thank you, Chicago Lineup, for basically honoring me and basically showing your appreciation for all my hard work that I've done in my community. If you guys ever need me for anything, my cell number is 708-297-6859. Again, that cell is 708-297-6859. Again, thank you guys and God bless. End of my statement.
Any more announcements?
Mayor,
Yes, go ahead.
I'd just like for Trustee Steve to comment on the broadcast.
Channel 4, we've been having some technical difficulties with Channel 4, so it's been down for a second, but it's back up now. We're dealing with some overheating issues on the server, so we're working on that. We're working on the kinks now, so it's up now. I'm hoping that we don't have to buy another one or refurbish one. That's what we might have to do, buy a refurbished one, but right now we're doing some things to keep it cool so it won't shut off. So that's what's been going on with Channel 4.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Trustee. Next thing on the agenda is citizens' address, and this is limited to the discussion on the agenda items. If anybody wanted to come forward to discuss anything on the agenda, you can do so now. Okay. Village clerk report. Item A, approval of the minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good evening, everyone. I would ask at this time for approval of the minutes either separately or together at the board's pleasure for the minutes of the December 2nd, 2019 regular board meeting and the December 19, 2019 special board meeting.
Can you get a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes of December 2nd, 2019, and also the special board meeting minutes for December 19, 2019?
Motion to approve the board minutes together for December 2nd, 2019 regular board meeting and December 19th, 2019 special board meeting.
Is there a
Second.
Second? Is that by Trustee Denton?
Yes.
Okay. It's been motioned by Trustee House and seconded by Trustee Denton. Any discussion on this? No discussion. Roll call.
Trustee Denton?
Aye.
Trustee Steve? Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Henry?
Aye.
Motion carries, 6 ayes. Item B, communications.
Just one reminder for everyone, as we should remember, but I very often do not. I'm thankful I remembered it this evening. Just to remind everyone that the next board meeting for the month of January will be on Tuesday, January 21st. Monday, January 20th is Martin Luther King Day. The Village Hall will be closed. There will be no board meeting, so the board meeting, which is actually the meeting of the Committee of the Whole of the Trustees, will be at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, January 21st.
Okay, thank you. Engineers report.
Good evening, Mayor, Madam Clerk, trustees, and residents, Village of Dolton. Just 2 items on my report this evening. The 2020 CDBG grant applications will be coming out in February. As part of that grant application, the board will need to pass a resolution allowing the mayor, the clerk, and the village attorney to execute that grant application for submittal. The submittal time is typically at the end of March or beginning of April. Second and last item I have is for FEMA releasing additional $50 million for flood mitigation grant. This is to assist in flooding mitigation design, development of community flood mitigation projects, and also to address flood risks. That grant is due at the end of this month, and we'll be applying for funding for as it relates to flooding issues with residents.
Is that going forward? I know there was a grant out there available for last June flooding issues. Is this going forward to help us?
Yes, this is another one.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you. So
Thank
which
you.
has to be completed by,
The end of this month, Mayor.
all right.
Thank
And what
you.
are we looking at possible as far as awarding?
I will have to dig into the grant itself and provide you that information.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah. Committee reports, Finance, Trustee House.
Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. A brief report for the Finance Committee is this month we will be resuming, feels like we never stopped, for resuming our Finance Committee meetings. So it will be the last Wednesday of this month, which will be Wednesday, January 29th at 6 p.m. So, we'll do it 6 or 6:30? I'm sorry. I'm going to say 6 p.m. And if there's any change to that time, I will update. But it's 6 p.m., January 29th. That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Housing, Trustee Brown.
This report is for December the 1st through December the 31st. As is, inspections was 35, board ups was 4, cell inspections were 5. I know last meeting or a couple of meetings ago, we were asked about the charge for board ups. The service charge is $175 for service charge, and every additional opening is $78. So say if they come in, that service charge is $175, they got additional door, that's $78, or additional windows, that's $78 per charge. And also, we will be having a housing meeting the end of this month. I'll get back with Mary Kay next week as the date that we're going to have a housing meeting for the end of this month. Thank you.
Just Police and Fire, Trustee Holmes.
Good evening. During the month of December 2019, the Police Department responded to 2,992 calls for service. In addition to the responding to the calls, the following activities were recorded. Traffic on the first watch, 45, second watch, 41, third watch, 127. A total of 213. The previous month was 211. Parking violations on the first watch, 105, second watch, 63, third watch, 68, a total of 236. The previous month, 157. Criminal arrests on first watch was 37, second watch was 6, third watch, 25, a total of 68. Previous month, 72. On the first watch, we had 4 warrants, second watch, 3 warrants, third watch, 1 warrant, a total of 8. The previous month, we had 2. That was the end of the activity for the police department. As for the fire department, from January 2019 to January 19 to December 31st, 2019. Fires, we had a total of 215. Motor vehicle accidents, 293. Emergency medical service, 3,148. Hazardous conditions, 215. Fire service calls, 377. Fire alarms. Detector activation, 342. Special events, special intents, 5. Technical rescues, 4. For the whole year, there was a total of 4,599 calls for service, and that'll complete my activities here.
Okay, thank you. Public Works, Steve.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. Happy New Year, everyone. This is a reminder, 4 reminders from Public Works. Homewood Disposal is not picking up brown bags. They will resume picking up yard waste around April 1st. Second one, also, those of you that have real Christmas trees, Homewood Disposal will be picking up them until the end of the month. Then they will stop. So if you have a real Christmas tree, you can put it out there to get picked up by Homewood Disposal. Number 3, the reminder is if you see water coming up the ground, if you see any type of water, you riding down the street, I've seen it before, come down Sibley, and you'll see a little puddle of water coming up. Call this number because that's more than likely a water main break. So if you see that, please call. It says if it's after hours, please call 911 dispatch center. If it's during work hours, you can call 708-201-3242. And the 4th one is if you have any debris that you can put out with your garbage in as large amount, Home Disposal, you can call Home Disposal to pick up if you have any large debris to get picked up. You can call them. The number is 708-798-1004 if you have any big things that you need to get picked up. From my understanding, that's like mattresses, sofas. If you have anything big that you want picked up, call this number, 708-798-1004. And that's the end of my report for Public Works. And then, Mayor, can I move on to Melody Fitness?
Sure.
Melody Fitness, as we know, it's the new year. So, a lot of people want to get their New Year's resolutions, get your, your health right and your body right. So we have some big things coming up this month. This month we have another $1,000 weight loss challenge, which is January 12th is the first weigh-in. It's going to be $500 for the lowest male and $500 for the female. Also, January 11th, we have a big house music workout class at the Dolton Rec Center, which will be right before the weight loss challenge. So we're trying to get, which is really filling up fast. So we get people there. We're getting a lot of people at this workout class on the 11th. Then the next day is the weight loss challenge. Also, January 25th, we have another aqua aerobics class, a big aqua aerobics house music class. And the biggest one of the month for January, we have a kid workout class. I remember a few months ago, we had a young girl come up here and show you that she's a personal trainer. She works out, but she does a class at Melody Fitness. And usually it's about 20 students, 20 10-year-olds, 8-year-olds. But a lot of children deal with childhood obesity. So that's something to get young people involved and start working out. So that's going on January 30th. So there's some big events coming up for Melody Fitness this month. And we really want to bang out this month to really make a successful month and a prosperous month for Melody Fitness. And we're doing some things. Of course, the pool's up and going. So we ask people to come over, participate. We got the Detox Cafe, and we still have the massage therapy that's open. And this month, there'll be a series of promo videos that's coming out. And you'll be seeing that on the social media pages, on Channel 4, on the YouTube page. And lastly, my wife had my first son on December 29th. So you give her a round of applause for that. So I am supremely grateful for that. And my more than likely my last child, but I'm really happy that my wife had another baby boy. So we got a baby boy at the house. So thank you. That's it for my report, Mayor.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Corporate Bills, Trustee House.
Okay, so for the corporate bills, we have 2 separate corporate registers to vote on. We can do them either collectively or separately. One are the physical checks that have been issued. The second corporate register are the electronic payments being deducted. That was done as the request of the board at our last board meeting. So I will read that, asking for a motion to approve I will motion that we approve corporate register payments number 151, which include corporate payments of $546,024.18, with a gross payroll for December 6th of $351,459.35. Gross payroll for December 20th, 2019 is $394,127.63. The Melanie Fitness Center register, number 151, also has payments of $16,427.87, with gross payroll for December 6th, $7,764.79, and gross payroll for December 20th, 2019, $8,216.56. So the total corporate payments on payroll register 151 is $1,324,020.38. That concludes corporate payment register 151. Separately, we have corporate payment register number 152, which includes $104,008.55 of corporate payments, $1,471,118.06 of payments from the water fund, and $295.46 in payments from the Melanie Fitness Center, giving a grand total of $1,575,422.07 on corporate register payment number 152. So I ask if we can have a motion collectively or separately to pay the corporate bills.
Can I get a motion to, first of all, collectively pay both of those corporate bills as stated?
I make a motion to pay both corporate bills as stated.
Second.
Okay, so a motion and seconded to approve the corporate bills as announced. Any discussion?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
On the second, on the register 152, Melanie Fitness Center is listed as well as it's listed on corporate payments 151. Can you explain? Why is it listed twice is what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so the first one, would be the regular corporate bills that you guys always have. The second one would be anything that's directly taken out of the bank account. So City of Chicago, those types of payments that are directly withdrawal, and the credit card. So that second one has the 260 for Melanie. That's not,
95.
there was 259 was for the credit card.
Oh, so they have a credit card.
Yeah, it was a credit card purchase for.
It's what?
So there's one credit card, but some of the payments were from the corporate bills and one purchase came from the Melanie Fitness Center. So that's why there's a separate register for it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, I got a couple questions. On the second one, which is the credit card payments, I'm just trying to understand what we're paying out. One right here, we got environmental testing. What is that for?
I believe that was for some sort of mold testing,
For what? For what?
something for housing. Without the invoice in front of me, I couldn't tell you for sure.
What's the date of the invoice? Is it on there?
You asking me?
Anybody?
One sec, I can pull it up.
Yeah. Okay. That's for 14802, the mold testing.
So who approved that?
That was
Meaning to come out of
that was
village
your
funds.
That was your property.
The Treasury Department approved to do a mold test to come out.
We
of
had to
village
do it to separate our legality from the village.
Murphy, can you explain? Because I'm not understanding how the village is paying for personal issues.
Well, the village has an interest in seeing if this property is safe for human life, and mold testing was part of that.
So if this was done in, you said October, why are we just not seeing the bill now?
There's sometimes that when there's shortages in finances, we select which bills have priority. Go ahead, Chris.
The credit card statement you're seeing in front of you, that covers the activity purchases that were between September and October, because those were hit the bank account in November. So any of the credit card transactions you see on this month's bill listing for that warrant are all transactions that occurred in November, because we're one month behind in regards to the credit card and those types of transactions getting posted. So what you have in front of you is all activity for November electronically. So anything that was paid out on November's bank statement. So anything for City of Chicago, the invoices that were paid in November, and everything else that was on that invoices that were paid in November.
Okay. For the record, I don't think the village should have paid for something like that. So I'm making that noted in the record. I won't be approving that. And then my next question is
Hold on. Okay. Before you go. And we'll note that. But can you explain in detail why we had to do that?
He just
Attorney?
made his statement. I just made a statement. There's no
Well,
argument, no debate.
You
I
so
made a
noted that
statement.
you're not approving that item.
Correct.
But I want the attorney to explain in detail why we had to do it.
The village received notice that that property was unfit for human habitation. The tenant of the property had to be evacuated and given temporary living quarters. As the mold testing revealed, as I recall, levels that were very, very high, which verified that that residence was not safe for human beings to live in there and to breathe that air.
Okay. And again, I don't agree with the village using taxpayer dollars to do something like that. That is a civil matter. I think that is a political attack, which you guys are doing. But again, that's all for the record. Now, my next question is for two other items.
You're entitled to that, but
Okay,
once the
Mayor, it's no
village is
argument. I made my
notified,
statement.
once the
I got
village
two
is
more
notified
questions.
that there's a violation, we have to do something to protect ourselves. And
Okay,
part of
so
doing
you
something to
spent the money,
protect
it's
ourselves
done
is to
already.
make sure that an examination is made of that property.
Okay, it's done. So my next question is, you got two more items on here, which is for, what is it? The sidewalks and also tree trimming. Why we don't have an itemized registry of which items was cut down or repaired?
Is that for the credit card register or the other register?
The other. The tree trimming and cutting down the trees.
Those invoices are submitted, and once they're submitted, they put on the agenda that'll be paid.
Right, but what I'm asking is, normally we'll get an itemized registry that say 14203 Woodlawn was cut down, like that. We don't have that. It's just saying pay this amount.
Trustee.
So my question is, why is it
Mayor,
not
those
broken
are
down?
all on the POs that are turned in, all the addresses that are repaired from water main breaks, sidewalks, curbing, all that. It's all notated on the POs along with the trees. The addresses are on the POs that are submitted. I don't put them on here. I don't know who does this list.
So in regards to it not being on the warrant, I go off of what the description is. I don't break it down by address. If that's something the board would like, I can do that.
No, turn it around.
I was wondering why you.
Sorry.
I was gonna let them flow.
I can do that. It's just I go off of just the description. I can add the description of every address if that's something the board wants, but it takes a little bit longer to write every single address than just typing tree maintenance and just copy that for every invoice. If the board would like each address on there, I can. Just from a time standpoint, it's quicker just to write tree maintenance and then just copy that for every description that's for a tree cutting.
Well, yes, I would like to see itemized registry going forward, so we'll know what addresses that is being repaired or cut down, or sidewalk is being replaced, because I wouldn't know that. All I know is I'm just voting on this dollar amount, but I don't know what you really did. Because I know before we had a problem where we was approving bills and they wasn't doing the work. But we was approving to pay the people, but the sidewalks or whatever wasn't being repaired. So I would love to see that.
I just have one question. Are we allowed to disclose people's addresses for this type of stuff. That's
Yeah, we the board.
okay. I don't know the laws,
Yeah.
so I just don't want to.
You did it in the past. I don't understand why it stopped. It used to be on the registry. It's not on there now. So what I'm asking is, can you continue to put the addresses so I know what I'm voting for?
That's what the board would like. I
Mayor, if
can.
I could- Is this, if this is one maybe that we can discuss in the finance committee meeting, I'm saying that because each one of them does have an accompanying invoice that would list the property, so we can also request the invoice when we get the warrant list. So, and I'm thinking of that as it relates to the more time we have the finance team doing the detail on the warrant list is more time away from other activities and also more cost because
That's what I was gonna
this is
say.
a consultant as well. So,
Right.
trustee, if you would be okay if we discuss that out in the finance committee, I'll put it on the agenda.
That's fine.
And the other thing I want to indicate is that the fact that we were approving prepayment for the sidewalks was because they hadn't been getting paid. And they wanted, there was expense to them for the workers, the materials, and they wanted to make sure that they got paid before they did the work. So that's the only reason that in some instances we prepaid them. Is that it, trustee?
Yes, it is.
Okay, next thing on the agenda is I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Roll call.
On the motion to approve the corporate bills register number 151 and 152, Trustee Denton.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Henyard.
No.
Okay, 5 ayes, the motion carries. These bills will be paid. Next thing on the agenda is old business, and there is no old business. New business, ordinance number, item A, ordinance number 20-001. Amending section 6-5-4-7 of the Dolton Village Code to allow for the posting of an additional handicap-only sign at 14434 Dorchester, 14833 Evers, 15037 Minerva, 14638 Evers, and 14514 Dobson. Yeah, okay. Can I get a motion?
I would like to make a motion to approve ordinance number 20-001.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned to adopt ordinance number 20-001 as stated. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call.
Trustee Denton.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Henyard.
Aye.
Motion carries 6 ayes. Item B, ratification of authorization of Illinois County's Risk Management Trust as workers' compensation carrier, the annual premium of $914,758 with zero deductible. Can I get a motion for this ratification?
Motion to ratification or authorization of Illinois County's Risk Management Trust.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned and seconded to approve the ratification of authorization of Illinois County Risk Management Trust. Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mayor, was this the one that you guys was seeking approval through email?
Yes.
Okay. One question is, who dropped the ball for that we was without insurance when we hired this company in, I think it was August or so? So how did that happen, I guess?
Who dropped the ball? Okay.
Yes.
First of all, we did have insurance. And secondly, the current carrier that we had, I should not say the carrier, but the broker that we had did not notify us at all in regards to the renewal and or to the end of this policy. So you can say our current broker dropped the ball. However, we were never without insurance.
Well, I guess don't agree with that because we got certified letters sent here saying it was time for renewal. So I don't blame the
What's the date of
previous.
that? What's the date of that
Hold on.
letter?
I don't blame the previous carrier, but I just want to understand why we had to do a emergency email when I thought, and so did the board, thought we had that covered already.
Well, thought that we had it covered and being covered is two different things. What letter are you talking about of notification?
I just told you, Mayor.
What's the date of the letter?
I don't have that with me.
Well, you just said you had a letter.
Yes.
Where's it at?
I don't have it with me because I didn't come
Okay.
here to.
I don't recall of us receiving any type of letter to advise us that our insurance was becoming to be expired, and I don't recall seeing any letter of a notification that our renewal was that we should have renewed the policy.
Of course you'll say that, but all right, that was the
I
end of my
don't have
statement.
does anybody else have a letter
My
here?
statement. I just wanted to put my
There.
information on the record.
So, Mayor, within the email packet, there was, and I think our administrator, there was a letter included as well that was addressed, but Ms. Scott, if you can elaborate maybe.
So there was an email, a letter that was sent out. It was received on the 26th of September, they said, but we did not receive it. I spoke with the person that it was addressed to, and they said they didn't receive it, and I think it was just an honest mistake that it didn't go through. However, I have an email from John Kasparic, who, has been in accounting for over 30 years. He also deals with workman's comp in Calumet City extensively. I want to read part of what he wrote, which is, and this went out to all of the trustees. Everyone, I reviewed the proposals. The proposal from your current carrier will be more costly this year than last year, and with the renewal includes a $300,000 deductible per claim. This option is extremely costly. Your prior insurance broker should have disclosed this. And I also wanted to add a few things. I don't know if you want to expand on the cost of this policy. So the prior cost for the policy was, I think it was around $750,000 with a $0 deductible. In this letter that was sent, that the trustees have in their packet that I sent to them, the current premium would be, it would be at around $800,000, but the difference was a $300,000 deductible per claim. That's a big deal for us because, as I included in the packet to the trustees, we had on average 33 claims a year. So you have to meet a $300,000 threshold in order for us to be covered by the insurance carrier. So let me say, if you have a car and you pay a $500 deductible and your windshield breaks and the windshield's only $150, you're going to cover that out of pocket. That essentially says that the exposure that we would receive in having to cover these claims is exponential. The difference in the amount for the claim for the insurance that we approved, it is $167. Now, if you take each claim on average 33, and we just say that and we lowball each workers' comp claim at just $8,000, which is extremely low. That is not the average of our claims. You come up to $264,000 in itself. The difference in the claims was $779. That is with a $0 deductible. So every single claim that we have moving forward, we pay a $0 deductible. Why would we pay a $300,000 deductible for 33 claims? We'll be bankrupt. We can't afford that. So that claim didn't make any sense.
It wouldn't be $300,000 for 33 claims. It'd be $300,000 per claim.
Right, but if we just did $8,000 and we had to pay out of pocket, the chances that we're going to reach a $300,000 threshold is rare for every claim. But if we don't even do the claim, we've already exceeded it. So without using any deductible. So you do the math. It didn't make sense for us to do that. We'd be basically paying most of our claims out of pocket.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Denton?
Aye.
Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Brown?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Henry?
Present.
Motion carried, five ayes. Next thing on the agenda is citizens' address. I ask that as we go into the new year, that we keep it at 3 minutes. Anybody want to approach the podium?
Happy New Year, residents. Happy New Year.
Go ahead. How
Trustees.
you doing, Diane?
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm on my favorite subject, water bill.
Okay.
I just received my water bill today. Okay, my water bill is due on the 24th. So that gives me 2 weeks and 4 days. Now, my water bill is already going to be late because I'm in the first of the month club. You know, these water bills need to be sent out a lot earlier first to give us enough time to budget for it. Secondly, my water bill is totally wrong. My current consumption, they had me down for 26.40. Well, I read my meter tonight. My meter's only reading 26.29. So how could it be at 40?
You asking me, and I don't read meters.
You the man.
And you know, a lot of the residents come here to discuss their water bill, and they ask me. I don't know, you know, but
somebody on your.
But still, you would get a better answer if you came to the water department during the day. And
Well, I just got the bill today.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, tomorrow, you said it's due in 2.5 weeks. So you would do better by coming to the water department and talk with the water people than coming here. And you know, in some cases, and I'm not saying this is the case with you, people come here to blast me.
Oh, I'm not blast. I'm asking
I didn't say
questions.
you.
Okay.
Some people come here to blast me, come to blast the water department, but all I'm saying is that you would get a better answer from the water department during the day, the supervisor, whatever, and if, whether it's Janice and Elizabeth, I had a meeting with them today, I really want them to get away from the water department, because with all the other things that we have going on here in their duties, they get bind up with other things. So I think we have a good director over there at the water department, and any discussion, because they have all the records. We don't have access right now, so I couldn't answer your questions. I don't know why your meter read 229 or whatever you said, and you got a bill for 240. I can't tell you that tonight.
Okay, then maybe you can answer it. Did our consumption go up?
I don't know. You said our consumption.
Yeah, because mine is 20 now.
Well,
it used to be 10.
Okay, did it?
Yeah, the minimum consumption went up to. But see, I don't think it's fair, Mayor, that I should pay for something that I'm not using. And plus, now I notice on the bill, you say here, if I am late, you're going to shut me off. Now, you're going to shut me off from something that I don't owe? Is that how that works?
Diane.
I understand. You saying go.
Diane.
That's not minimum consumption.
Okay.
Estimated bill.
Is that an estimated or actual bill? Is there E or A on there?
It's an E. Mine's are always E's.
Okay.
Mine's will never be actual.
Why?
Because it's all because I'm not paying the actual bill.
Why?
Now there you go. Now you go to the water department and ask them.
No, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. That's the New Year's timer.
Oh.
3 minutes. That's the New Year 3-minute timer.
That's right.
So we're going past the 3 minutes.
I only talked
but
for
I'm
half
just
a
going to
second.
say this. And we're going to try to enforce this. There's an ordinance on file that says the water department has to get into your residence at least once a year to check for accuracy. You should not be receiving an estimated bill all the time. And when you say it's always estimated, it's the obligation of the resident to at least once a year to be in the home so a meter reader can get in there and take an actual reading. And we have not been enforcing that. But everybody comes up here, I don't use this, I use 3 units and so and so. All I'm saying is, at some point in time, we need to catch up and give you an accurate bill.
Well, you came in and I still got an estimate bill.
When did they come in?
They came in last year. And I never, when I came here before, okay, one bill they was charging me for 10 consumptions, but I was only using 6.
How'd you know that? If you got
Because I talked to
estimated?
the person at the water department.
Well, at some point, you must have had an actual bill. You must have had an actual reading.
The only actual bill I got is the one that I got for $3,000.
Well, let me say this. There's been a lot of residents that have been getting accelerated bills because they've always got actual bills, and in some cases, those readings were low.
Okay, so now
Those
you,
low.
what you're,
So Diane, can you talk to the water department tomorrow between the hours of 9 and 5?
I was getting ready to tell you that before you went to that. So. Now, if I go to the water department and talk to whomever,
Yeah.
my consumption should come down from 20 to whatever I'm actually using.
I can't say that. What they should do at that point is send a meter reader out to get an actual reading before any adjustments is made, if there is adjustment that is required.
So my reading up to night is no good, the 2629.
I'm not doubting your honesty, but all I'm saying is that if you just have a meter reader come out, he can verify the accuracy. And in some cases, people read the meters wrong.
I've been reading my meter for 20 years.
I don't know.
Okay, just say you don't know. Don't insult me.
I didn't say you. I just said in some cases, people read
Well,
the
I'm not
meters
talking
wrong.
about in some cases. I'm
Okay,
talking about
all
me,
right.
Diana.
I tell you what. Water department get this resolved for you tomorrow, whether they have to send a reader out or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and can I make one more? You use some of my minutes. I just want to let people know that I was a victim of this celebratory gunfire. You know, people should really think before they shoot in the air, because you don't know where these bullets go. Okay? I just went on the internet. Well, my windshield was splattered. So that cost me $317 so somebody could have fun for the new year. And there's 3 other cars. I mean, it was 2 other cars besides mine. When I went on the internet, you saw where a 6-year-old kid was shot in the head. A woman was killed. So we need to think before we start shooting these guns in the air.
Thank God that New Year's Eve only come once a year, huh?
No, well, we still got 4th of July. 4th of July.
They shoot on the 4th of July?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I know firecrackers.
No, these are guns. I know guns.
Good evening and Happy New Year, everyone. I have a question about the, for the ordinance for the 20-001. How do they determine why you can't get a handicap sign in front of your house because you have a driveway? I do have a driveway, but I have problems walking. I fell 6 times last year. Now, with winter coming too, I can't walk through that snow. And they will not approve me to get a handicap sign in front of my house. I can't do that walking.
I'm not sure how it's determined, but from what I understand, from Brian Thinkpin, who does that, make the approval, is that some of the residents have a side drive, and they request a handicap sign to have multiple parking spots, and that's one of the reasons that they don't put the handicap sign out.
Okay, well, I talked to him when I seen the notice today. I called up here. I've been waiting almost 3 months. In between him going on vacation a couple of months ago, the holiday, he's been on vacation. I've tried to call him. If it was an issue, I should have been notified so then I could try to approach him so we could have gotten this resolved. So maybe my address could have been on here also. Now he's saying he has to go through the state for whatever reason and purpose that it is. And that for him saying too, like you had mentioned, that if you have a driveway, you cannot get a sign. Well, one of these addresses, I looked them up. I Googled them.
Yeah.
All of these addresses, I Googled them.
Uh-huh.
And one of them does have a long driveway, bigger than mine,
Okay.
and they got approved.
Okay, I can't understand. I don't know why he approved them, but
I'll address him. If I can get an email, I want to set up an email, put an email together so I can have a paper trail, because this is the second time that I didn't get approved. And I need a paper trail. This is not, talking on the phone is not a paper trail for me.
Well, tomorrow, make sure that he calls you.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys can work it out, correspondence-wise, or he can
Okay.
give you a reason why he didn't give you the approval. But I can make sure he contacts you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
very much.
Can you-
And also too, I'm sorry, Mayor.
Can you make sure that Janice has your phone number so you can contact?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also too, I just want to mention too, another thing, people watch your license plates. Thank you again. They stole my license plate, my front license plate from my car. And I have a vanity and it's a handicap. And found out that South Holland sent me a letter 2 days ago saying that my car and my license plate was impounded. I called them and told them, I'm talking to you in my car right now. My license plate was.
It's unfortunate that license plates get stolen.
Yeah.
Usually it's the front plate, and they use it for criminal activity, attach it to another car. Usually the car is stolen.
Yeah, and they put a
Lot-
sticker on it. So I did get it back,
Yeah,
but
a lot
I
of
went
times
through a lot.
you don't recognize that the front plate is stolen.
I found out the next day when I went to church.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
thank you
you.
again.
Okay, I'd like to get a motion to adjourn. Oh, okay.
Hello to everyone. My name is Arlene Perry. I live 157.
You want to pull the mic in front
Oh,
of
I'm
you?
sorry. My name is Arlene Perry. I live 15716 Madison. The street light in front of my house, well, it's across the street from my house, has been out since August the 18th. I called in August. I called in September. I called in October. And I just recently called. And what I was told by the waterworks is that the only call that they had was on 1127. If you come down that block, it is extremely black.
I know what light you're talking about. There's
Right.
an underground problem there. It should have been addressed by now. One thing I want to say is that if you call here, always get the person's name who you're talking to and the date and time. That way we can go back and talk to that person and say, hey, why didn't we get this? But on occasions people come to me and say, Mayor, I called about this. Who would you talk to? I don't know.
Well, I will in fact do that.
I don't know either, but please, in the future, if you're watching this program, if you call to make a complaint, ask for the person's number, the name.
Right,
and
okay.
you jot down the date and time that you call. Now, going forward, I want to put into place, make sure that all our employees have ID cards with a number. So when they answer their phone, it says, good afternoon, Village of Dolton, operating number so-and-so and so-and-so. Then we'll know exactly who you talk to, and then you jot down the date and time that you talk to us.
And I, in fact, will, because that's what I said I was going to do. Because on that block, it is extremely black.
Yeah, I know where you're
It's
at.
a safety hazard.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're at.
Okay, but now that we're discussing this, because I was told when I called that's why I'm here today. I used to come to the meetings, but anyway, I was told that. The question that I asked was how long or when. Give me a guesstimated time. So I was told that you all were so backed up that it may not be until April or May that you all have that light fixed. Like I said, I've been in my house for over 20-some
Man.
years, and you can pass. If you don't have your lights on, you can literally pass those houses, but it's a safety hazard. So does anyone have a guesstimated time as to when that light may be fixed?
I'm not going to give you a guesstimated time. I can guarantee you they're going to be out there tomorrow.
I'm gonna drive by
Thank
there
you so
tonight.
much.
We'll be
I
out.
appreciate
We'll be out
that.
there tomorrow because I don't see them saying April. Whenever the street lights come in, we get on them and take care of them because that's a hazard.
It
you know.
is. It
So,
definitely
I'll
is.
go drive by there tonight and see what it is.
Please do. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'd like to get a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. We need to go into closed session.
On a pending litigation matter, no action to be taken.
Yeah.
Very short.
Can I get a motion for us to go into closed?
I did.
Can I get a motion to go into closed section?
Motion to go into executive session.
Executive session, yeah.
Second.
Okay, it's been motions in, Motion by Trustee House and second by Trustee Steve. There will be no further action when we come back out. We're just going to handle an existing litigation matter in closed session, and we'll come back out and adjourn. Go ahead. Roll.
On the motion to enter into an executive session, discussion regarding pending litigation, Trustee Denton.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Henry.
Aye.
Motion carried. Good night, everybody. Thank you.